All right, so today we are going to integrate Lovable with n8n. So we're going to create an AI workflow builder that whenever you pass in some messages, basically what kind of n8n flow, just in natural language that you want to build, it's going to come up with a plan such as the trigger, some nodes that you would need, a schedule, and any notes about that. So it's kind of a simple app, but the idea is that we're going to use this with a simple webhook in n8n that is going to then call a sub workflow that's going to actually do the logic for this, then send that back. And then the sub workflow is very simple. This is not a complicated app, but I want to show you how you can easily integrate everything together. So the first thing is let's go ahead and use Lovable. Now, from what I understand is you get 5 credits, which is basically 5 chat submissions every day if you don't want to pay anything, and you get it for absolutely free. So you may be able to get it done what you want within 5 chats, but there's a good chance that you may not as well. So here we are. Just go ahead and create an account. Now I did just, I think for this month, I did $25. So the next tier, $25, that's 100 credits per day. So 100 chat submissions, basically. So I'm going to have a prompt for you. Basically what this is going to do is I want to build an AI app workflow builder that has a chat interface to describe the automation goals in plain English and then generates a structured workflow. Okay, and so it just lists all the core features and some things, right? We want to maybe save the workflows, edit it after we do that, etc. So what we can do then after this, just go ahead and send this. And it's going to bring up a separate dialog where it's going to think about it. And if you have down here, you can choose chat without making edits to your project, meaning it'll just basically you're kind of in plan mode. And so this is now thinking exactly what it's going to do based on my prompt. So it then kind of what this does is it asks you some questions like, should the n8n webhook URL be configured? We can just go with both options. Should chat history persist between browser sessions? Yes, save to local storage. We're not going to worry about setting up cloud-based storage from any other provider. For the save workflows editing, which fields should be editable? All fields. And then yes. Okay. So we want to submit this. All right. So what I've noticed it does is it kind of just asks you questions about what you sent. Now that is another credit for chat submission. So that's kind of the caveat of that, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and say implement the plan. And by the way, all this will be in my free school community in the description below. Okay. So while it's doing this, let's hop over to n8n because we have to give it a URL that we want to configure for the webhook. So here in my n8n instance, I'm just going to create another workflow. Let's zoom in. And for the first step, I'm just going to add, you're going to search for webhook. So start the workflow when webhook is created. We are going to end up copying the production URL. There's a test and copy. We're going to copy the production URL over to Lovable, but this is going to be a post. And for authentication, we're not going to worry about that right now, but we do not want to respond immediately. We want to respond when the last node finishes. Okay. And let's just go ahead and do all entries for the response. Okay. So from there, you don't have to have a sub workflow. The reason I had a sub workflow was if you want to do a lot more, then it doesn't affect this top level workflow. You can just go to a sub workflow, edit it, and don't affect this. Okay. So let's go ahead and add a set. The idea here is that we're going to have some input, which we don't exactly know yet. We're going to have to test that. And then the value, so we're going to have the name and then the value. So the name of this, we can just call this goal, but we don't know what the value is. This is what's coming in from the web. Then after that, we want to message a model. So we're going to message, you can message whatever you want. I'm going to use OpenAI. So the model I want to use is GPT 5.1. You could obviously use 5.2 as well if you would like. You don't even really need to use this one, right? But the goal is that we want to have a prompt that takes in that message and then creates basically a workflow overview of what we want. Make this fixed, open this up, and I'll have this for you to copy, right? So basically you're an expert n8n workflow architect, convert the user's automation goal into a simple workflow plan. Now we know from the set node before that this is going to be working passing in JSON.goal. And then here's some rules, and then it just must follow this schema. Okay, so good. We are good there. And then after that, we don't, of course, know exactly what the output of this and what it's going to look like, but there will be some output and content or something. So we're just going to create a set message right now. This is how I would do this if I had no idea what the input or output was from this. Okay. So we're going to message a model. We're going to have probably just say, I think workflow. We'll have to kind of see what we're going to pass to Lovable. But for right now, this is the setup, right? So we're going to save this. Again, this is a new thing. We do have to publish this, right? Because we can use the production URL. So I'm going to say version 1 Lovable workflow builder. Okay, that's the description. Got it. Then for the webhook, we want to copy the production URL. Okay, and this looks something very similar to what I actually showed you, which was my previous build of this. Okay, so what I want to do on the left-hand side is to view the sidebar. All right, so there should be a settings where we can actually update the webhook URL. So we can. So we're going to paste in that URL that we copied. Okay, so now let's just go ahead. Oh, sorry, please configure. I thought I did. Save changes. Let's try this again. Okay. So the problem is it's not recognizing my URL in settings. That's okay. Let me ask it. All right. So what I said is the n8n webhook URL saved in settings, but it's not being recognized. Also, here's the default URL. Okay. So we're just going to let this hopefully fix it in one shot. And again, I know if you only have 5 credits using the free version, there's a good chance you'll use up those 5 credits and it won't work entirely. That's kind of what you get with these. So you may want to try it. You may want to you could go try to debug it yourself, or if you just want to chat with it, you could try setting some sections where you think this might be working. For instance, there's a setting modal. You could pass that to ChatGPT and maybe have it fix it and copy the code back over. Because if you wanted to edit the code up here at the top, there is a code button and you can see everything that it actually created. Okay, but it said it fixed it. So let's open up the settings here. I think that's probably the one that I had used. So let's go back. Okay, so that's another thing. Actually, this is the home page now. So let me just send this again. Let's just verify that it works, right? Because I know that we have to get some stuff for n8n. Okay, so it says it generated, right? And I think like it worked. But here is how we're going to edit this in n8n. So we know if we go to executions, it had an execution. So it says it went all the way through. But if we go to edit fields, we can see the things here, right? It's actually the body message, and that's what should be passed in here in the value. So what we can do is at top right, go copy to editor. Now we have this actual workflow in the editor, so we can see what we want to add in here. So then we open this up, we pass in message. Okay, so now we're going to send, now we can send this properly. And then for the goal, let's go ahead and run this. So now what we're doing is we can test this with the new field, right? So the goal now has something, and now we have output, content, and text. Okay, what we want to do is pass that into here. Okay, now this is kind of how we want it to be passed. And now let's save this. Let's publish this. This is now be version 2, updated input/output. Right, I know it kind of like maybe rambled a little bit, but this is just how I would do it. Now, the way this is done is it's pinning. It's kind of like pinning this test or this execution onto your main editor. So if we unpin and were to save and refresh, then you're fine. You don't have to. It'll actually fill up with other information next time. But okay, so let's go back to Lovable. Let's try this again because we should be getting. That should actually be filling up. And I don't like how this is just only on chat. Manual trigger, there's no notes, schedule. Okay. So for some reason, it's not getting it. So what we're going to do is now in the executions, we had another, this is the one that just happened. So I'm going to take the edit fields. This is the output. I'm going to copy this. Then I can say, here is the response. Fix this so you can correctly update the data. Also, the chat shouldn't stay on the home screen. I should be able to go back to the home screen for a new chat. Okay, so this is what I'm telling it now. Now we're gonna let this take this information decide what to do with it, and then hopefully this is the actual fix. Okay, so what I can do now, now I can say new chat, right? So I guess I have to do that. So I want to sync data between Google Sheets and Notion. So I just click that. This is an example. We want to make sure that it's actually giving back. So we see the trigger as a cron trigger. There are 5 nodes it's telling me to use. So I should use Google Sheets, Notion, if, merge, and set. I can schedule this every 15 minutes. And then it correctly has notes now for what we had sent back from n8n. So if we also go to saved, we see that we have quite a few. I don't think we need these actually didn't work. So I can just delete those as well. It's nice that it gave me a view edit indeed. That's pretty nice. All right, so if I go to chat, then I can come back here and awesome. So this means that this correctly was able to, the idea is this is a workflow builder. So it's not actually creating the JSON. You could move on from this, and then it also generates the JSON as well. But this was a way that we want to set up our webhook trigger to connect to something in Lovable, and that happened very fast, right? That was just a couple seconds before it came back and gave us something, which is awesome. This all worked out perfectly, and this is how you can create or set up an app with n8n as a backend with some webhook triggers. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below. I will have this in my free school community as well. Thank you, and here's some more videos for you to watch in the meantime.